What is up, guys? We are live and about 15 minutes away from the Capcom live stream kicking off at 10:30. Hello to everybody. Welcome to the stream. Hi, William. How's it going? So I'm going to watch this through Twitch today, guys. And I'm actually on the official E3 bit here. So hopefully this will work fine. What I want to try and do is actually get my audio levels right. So if you guys can please let me know the actual audio levels and see if it's too loud or if it needs lowering or what needs to happen. But can you guys let me know that the stream is coming through okay, please, guys, in the chat, and then I know everything is running good. It's a short stream tonight, only 30 minutes I think, so we'll have to wait and see what we actually have coming from Capcom. Maybe we'll get something Monster Hunter related, maybe we'll get something Resident Evil related, maybe we'll get an announcement of DLC for Resident Evil Village. We will have to see. Hello everybody, welcome. Just say hi in the chat, let me know that the audio level is Fiona is very quiet, you're fine. So you're actually saying that this is quiet on here, is what you're saying, is the audio is quiet. Do I need to increase the audio? Can you let me know? And is it really quiet? Coming through fine. Audio sounds good to me. Awesome stuff. Thank you. Great stuff. Is it good okay now, Dante? Because I have increased the volume. If you can let me know. Yeah, Capcom are not streaming it through their official Twitch page, which baffles me. So I'm to watch it through the E3 one right now. So hopefully it shall be good. It shall be all goodly. So yeah, I'll be interested to hear. Music is okay, waiting for some talk. Okay. Just music. There's nothing but music. I won't take that. Dialogue.
篝火营地立足于中国，与多家国际一流游戏媒体同行达成正式内容合作关系，源源不断地将最新鲜的游戏资讯第一时间带给全球中文游戏玩家。
There's like no countdown. That makes me nervous. I know other GameSpot, I think IGN are streaming it too, Escapist as well. But hopefully this will be fine and it'll just kick off no problemo. I think they actually lowered that there for him talking, possibly. Let's wait for someone to talk and then we'll actually see what the audio levels are. So I'll be interested in what you guys want to see in Capcom's stream tonight. Is there anything that you're hoping you'll see? Anything that you're interested in seeing from Capcom? I think Capcom have had a really good year this year, right?
GameSpot will be bringing you the latest gaming news and announcements, interviews with developers, the biggest press conferences, and lots more. Play for All is our yearly online event that combines the excitement and announcements of E3.
Still need me to increase the audio, or is it actually okay?
Special guests who are going to help us raise money for able gamers. So join us in June for E3 and Play for All on GameSpot.com, YouTube.com/GameSpot, Twitch.tv/GameSpot, and as a part of the E3's official broadcast. See you then.
It probably isn't like realistic, but I'd love to be in Dragon Ball Z. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know that's a whole, I know this, I'm not a saying, but like if I could be in Dragon Ball Z and just like fight with Goku or Vegeta or just be in that series,
what's that coming
crazy.
Through?
Like, that'd be crazy. I'll put myself in GTA, but more realistically speaking, probably like Grand Theft Auto or like Call of Duty, or you know, even a character in Fortnite, like something like that. I think that'd be dope.
Maybe. It's only 30 minutes, it's quite short.
E3 2021.
But then Nintendo Direct is only 40 minutes tomorrow, so...
And one of the longest running is Monster Hunter. With a feature film and a sequel for the Switch, it's been a busy year for the property. The folks at Capcom sat down for an AMA with Reddit to talk about their newest release, Monster Hunter Rise.
Is the audio level good, guys? Can you let me know? Because we've got like 10 minutes to get this all nice and good before the stream starts. Because I prefer not to change the audio settings during the stream if I can help it. Hello to everybody. Do you think we'll get some Monster Hunter Rise announcements, maybe DLC?
Monster Hunter community team at
maybe
Capcom
Monster Hunter
USA.
Stories 2?
今回はレディットに寄せられておりますコミュニティの皆様の質問にお答えしたいと思っております。
I've been playing a little bit of Monster Hunter Rise tonight, guys, just before this.
Rise director Yasunori Chinose. Unfortunately, he was unable to record a video of his answers, but he gave them to me right here. I'll be delivering them to you on his behalf. All the newly added monsters are my favorite. If I were to choose one that I like the most, it would be Magna Malo.
Hey, Matthias.
I've been working on Magna Malo
I love
for so
Magna
long,
Malo. It's
and
one of
it
my
took me a
favorites.
long time to complete it, so I have strong feelings about this monster. Initially, I wanted to create a tiger-shaped monster. However, the main planner came up with the idea of an armored warrior with a long spear, and the prototype of the current Magna Malo was born.
Hey, Alex. Hi, nice to see you in a stream. Hello.
理由はですね、
How's
僕
it
すご
going?
く雨男といいますか、すごくいろんなところ行ったら雨が降る、キャラでして、とても傘っていうのが、重要な僕の中でのアイテムになってますので、ぜひ雨降った時は明けのシルームに
There's going to be a lot of subtitles, aren't there, in the stream, probably, most
好きなモン
likely.
スターにさせてもらいました。
Dante, is the audio levels good for me, please? Can you let me know? You're still fine.
Magna
Talkie
Malo
people
does
are
not feed
hearable
only
if you
on
do.
fresh
If you
meat,
do raise
but
it, just
also
go
on
a
decomposed
smidge
meat.
if YouTube
It
agrees.
decomposes the meat in
What do you
its
guys think?
body
Just
and
raise it a
produces
smidge
special
on the
gas,
audio?
which does not smell very good.
Going good, getting my ass handed to me in GTA. What about you?
空中回転
Oh,
攻撃
nice one.
とか
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Had a good day.
理由の方はですね、僕
I'm on annual leave this week, so I've just been sort of chilling a little bit. Watched a little bit of football today, actually. I think it was Scotland versus the Czech Republic, and played some games, played a little bit of Monster Hunter Rise. Tomorrow I'm going to do some probably videos for E3, and going to play some Ratchet and Clank, I think, tomorrow. And then tomorrow at 5 I'm going to be live streaming the Nintendo Direct. And then I've got some plans with Edge and Fish from Capcom Gaming and Dante to actually record sort of a podcast type analysis or review of the Nintendo Direct, but also of E3 overall, games that we're excited for, what we generally thought of the conferences and our overall impressions. Then the rest of the week I'm probably going to be focusing on specific games I'm really interested in, doing some research on them and uploading some info videos on
And
them.
from that, I learned that it is dangerous to go near rivers.
池とかそういうところに潜んでてですね。
Yeah, I did not enjoy that spider at all. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, I'm going to try and take some time this week to sort of recharge my batteries as well. I've kind of decided this week not to stream Mass Effect this week, guys, just because I'm on annual leave, so I need to take some time for me too. But I'll be back probably Monday to stream more Mass Effect. We're going to go pick up Tally on Monday in Mass Effect 2, so I'm really looking forward to that. And then we'll be continuing on streaming Mass Effect 2.
For heavy bowgun, I used the weapon to test out long-range distance.
はい、一番好きな武器はですね、ちょっとご存知の方もいるかもしれないんですけど、僕はもうシリーズを通してずっとハンマーを使ってますので、もちろん今回もハンマーを使っております。で、ハンマーしか使ってませんので、ギルドカードの武器の使用も、ハンマーのみが、ついている仕様としてついている状況です。
I'm wondering where Capcom, like where they're based in Japan. Like,
My favorite
trying to
armor
recognize
is
a little
Bishaten.
bit of dialect
I
and
love the
accent there.
light design and how it emphasizes mobility.
I
It is
do like
inspired
this
by the
armor set.
costumes of Japanese ascetic monks and mountain priests. My favorite skill is Horn Maestro.
はい、好きな装備はですね、僕はラージャの装備が結構好きでして、その見た目的にも好きですし、結構、シリーズでラージャの、防具が出ているときは絶対一度は作る、防具になっています。
My favorite armor set was Odegran in Monster Hunter World. I kind of hope that they bring the Odegran into Monster Hunter Rise, because I think it would fit really, really well in that game. So it's very ninja kind of inspired. Well, sort of. It looks very cool anyway. It looks awesome. And I like the Nagakuga set too. That's also very, very cool. That is a spammer. Dante, can you handle that for me?
ガチャブが登場する必要性があるときには出てくるかもしれませんね。
There's a spammer in Twitch, Dante.
One day I was playing to check the game.
Did
I
audio
saw
check?
one of
Audio levels
Yomogi's
good, no
feline
lag, no
helpers
or
lying
echo.
on the
Background
ground.
audio is good
So I
as
asked
well.
my
Cool,
team what
cool.
was going on, and was
Audio
told
levels
that they
good
were testing
between
out a
the
situation
stream and
where
my
feline
commentary
ate a
because I
bad
want to get
dongle
them
that
just right.
Yomogi made and collapsed.
Okay,
That was
thanks,
a good
Dante.
idea, but unfortunately it didn't make it into the final game. That's because while Yomogi was having an important conversation, the feline was unconscious. That didn't make sense, so we had to say no to the idea.
So just to let you guys know, today we did a little bit of a practice, a little bit of a test on Discord with me, Edge, and
wanted an iconic
Fish from
scene that
Capcom
would be
Gaming and
recognized
Dante,
as Monster
trying to
Hunter
figure
Rise
out
just
ways
by
to
looking
do
at the
monthly
food scene.
podcasts for you all.
I decided to use elements
But
that
we're
were
also trying to
different from
figure
those
out
used
how
in
to
the
get
past,
the
such as meat and
webcams
fish.
on the Discord
I
chat
personally love sweets,
to
and
overlay
since
to
the theme
show
for this
over
game is
some
Japanese,
game
I
footage
decided to use
because we're obviously going to be
Japanese sweets as
continuing to
motif.
do our
doesn't
multiplayer
like sweets,
streams. And playing together, and we wanted to have the webcam to show for you guys because probably in October we're going to be playing a lot of Back for Blood in celebration of Halloween, so we're probably going to be playing through that. That's obviously from the guys that made Left 4 Dead, the Left 4 Dead series, so we're super hyped for it. So yeah, I'm excited. I love trying new things, new tech. So hopefully we can figure it out and get it working for you guys. Hey Storm Raven, good evening. How's it going? Do you guys think we'll get to see anything on the Resident Evil 4 remake? Do you think we're going to see anything on that, or do you think that's still a ways off? What do you guys think? Osaka. I thought I recognized it. I kind of recognized his accent is a little Osakan. I lived there for 4 years, so I should really know that accent.
I was like, I love it.
The wind up. I did 135 hours Monster Hunter World Dual Blades. That's where you get it. You get in there.
No, dual blades.
Just like that.
Dual blades for speed. 100%.
Okay.
But nothing feels so satisfying though when you get that hit with the hammer and it's so heavy and it's just whoa.
But then you get caught and it's there on top of you. It's just too slow.
Not fun.
I understand.
You gotta get in, you gotta get out.
But you know, there's a certain. I agree with you, Jackie. There's like a certain kind of satisfaction when you finally get the wind up
Right in the feels.
and the hit, right out of the park.
Especially against the T-Rex.
Yeah, okay, well, it's not actually, it's not officially a T-Rex, Jack.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You mean the Anjanath? Is she talking about the Anjanath?
Oh no.
Do you really think she's a gamer?
Thanks so much for that.
You guys think she's a gamer?
AMA, of course. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, if you have questions you want answered at E3,
Osakanese, right?
you can get your
Osaka Ben. Ben is basically means accent, so you would say Osaka Ben, which is like Osaka dialect or Osaka accent. They have different words as well for things in Osaka compared to like normal Japanese. So I love it. I love it. So fun. My favorite saying in Osaka is "Nande yanen," which basically means "what the hell," like or "what the heck" in Japanese. It's really fun. Really fun to say.
I still hold out hope for more on Resident Evil 4 VR. I hope more on that Resident Evil multiplayer game.
Yeah.
And then if you really want to start dreaming, I know earlier you want to talk about Lost Planet, like that's gonna
Sorry,
happen.
guys. I went down the rabbit hole. I don't want to get anyone's hopes
let's
up
hear it.
here. Although it would be fantastic to have it, but let's focus on what we already know. I'm looking forward to seeing what Resident Evil Village content they're planning to bring to the table. Game's been a massive hit. I'm expecting them to come out, talk about that, and also maybe give us some new stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jackie, what do you want?
Okay, so I am not super into puzzle mystery games, just being completely
I think
honest.
she's a
but,
gamer.
I mean,
That's really
Ace
cool.
Attorney
I
just
think she's
totally plays
legitimately
me.
a
Obviously,
gamer,
I'm
maybe.
A big weeb. I absolutely adore anime.
Submit
So
it.
just seeing the protagonist
cool.
being like, objection, like I'm just like, I am absolutely 100% here for it. Also, there's a character in there named Herlock Sholmes. I mean,
That's
that
how you
alone,
get
I'm
copyright.
just like, exactly. I was like, I love this, so I'm
You don't have to
definitely
pay
here
anybody.
for it.
You don't have to pay
It's
anybody on
so
that one.
smart,
Yeah,
right?
exactly, Yeah, you'll be getting it, of course, Ace Attorney, the Chronicles here, the great Ace Attorney Chronicles, 2 games that were released in Japan, finally coming here on July 27th, and it's about time, ladies and gentlemen. This is what you've been waiting for.
All right, guys, it's kicking off.
Presentation
Capcom
starting
presentation.
in
Let's do
5,
this.
4, 3,
Good countdown.
2, 1, go.
Looking forward to this. Good start. E3 exclusive.
Welcome to the Capcom E3 Showcase. I'm your host, Rachel Querico, aka Seltzer, and I'll be your guide as we walk through the latest releases, news, and updates from Capcom. We'll hear from the Resident Evil Village team, share some news from the world of
Seem
Monster
quiet?
Hunter,
I'll
and
increase
get
the volume.
latest on Ace Attorney. Then we'll wrap up with some updates from our friends at Capcom Fighters.
Let me know how that
So
is,
what are
guys.
we waiting for? Let's get started. Our first stop today, Resident Evil Village. The Resident Evil franchise continues to pioneer the latest and greatest in survival horror. The team has been blown away by the response to Resident Evil Village, which launched last month. It brought the world another chapter in this decades-long story as the franchise celebrates its 25th anniversary this year. I'm honored to be able to introduce Tsuyoshi Kanda, producer on Resident Evil Village, with a special message for the fans.
Another time.
Bye-bye.
Let me know, guys, if that is better on the audio levels.
There's nothing to fear.
Where's Rose? She's everything to me.
It was so scary with the
I
dolls.
think it's time you left things in my hands. Go on, rest now.
Cool. Okay, thank you, guys. We're gonna get DLC.
Hi everyone,
I
my
love
name is
this guy.
Tsuyoshi Kanda, producer on Resident Evil Village. I wanted to take this opportunity to thank everyone who's played since we launched the game in May. We hope you're
Hey, I'm
enjoying
Liviera.
this new chapter in survival horror. As a reminder, everyone who purchases Resident Evil Village will gain free access to our online multiplayer title, Resident Evil REverse, where players go head-to-head with their favorite Resident Evil heroes and bioweapons.
Are you gonna play
I'm
that,
now happy
Edge?
to announce that Resident Evil REverse will go live next month across all supported platforms.
Okay.
So head into the fray to celebrate the Resident Evil 25th anniversary.
Well, that's something we already knew about. There's nothing new there. By popular demand, development has just started on additional DLC for Resident Evil Village. More info later. Right, so nothing much, but they've just confirmed that we are getting
Thank you, Kanda-san,
DLC.
for that wonderful update. Next up, some
I
long-awaited
did.
news
I
from the
freaked
world
out.
of Monster Hunter.
I love
Whether
it.
it's adventuring alongside
Excited.
monsters
Very
or
excited for
battling them
that.
with friends, we've got something for you. First, let's dive into the brand new story-based RPG entry to the series, Monster Hunter Stories 2: Wings of Ruin.
Now, I'm actually interested in this game because I've only gotten into Monster Hunter very recently, but I love the idea of a story based in that world, that lore.
This was his fate.
Ooh, no
He had
Gigante?
been strong and skilled, but against the awesome power of nature, he was merely a man. He never stood a chance.
All around, things just kept getting worse. But I heard that Guardian Ratha had survived and returned to Hekolu Island. I went there to see Red's old monster again.
And he gave you an egg.
Then, of course, that's when I met you.
You were given Red's kinship stone and now a Rathalos egg. This is destiny.
This is the
Oh my god, baby Rathalos is adorable. I want a baby Rathalos.
wings can bring about waves of destruction.
Many people believe there's a connection between the strange happenings and the wings of ruin.
Is that he's a handler then, that guy?
The pits are appearing everywhere, and they're emitting a strange light.
So it's turn-based, do you reckon? Turn-based? The combat? Trying to figure out how it actually works. Oh, dude. What the hell?
What's this whole idea of forming kinship with monsters? How do you control them?
It's not about control. Monsters help riders of their own will. And the bonds between monsters and riders are just like your bond with Tsukino.
You reckon it's like Pokemon? Gotta catch them all so you can ride them all?
What kind of power does Ratha really have? Why are all of these pits appearing? And who are those people who want to take Ratha for themselves? All I have are questions.
If there's worry or doubt in your voice, Ratha will become anxious too. He needs to know that you will protect him no matter what.
I can sense the flames of his life force weakening. The burden of such great power is too much for his body to bear.
It looks so good, does this game? The story looks great. I'm really interested.
Boys, can you hear it?
And I love the animation style.
Riders can bond with monsters. Surely you can groove with fellow humans.
Thanks, Dante.
They have the power of kinship. They're friends. They're monsties. Humans carry the strength of everyone they meet. That makes them strong. My friends here taught me that. I believe in the strength of humanity.
I'm actually really interested in stories. I'm actually looking forward to it. I'm definitely going to play it, I think. Question is, what platform do I get it on? That is the question. Yes. The Palicos are awesome. Palamute! Hell yes! This is a Monster Hunter Rise edition, I guess. Update, new Monstie Palamute available July 15th. Cool! Trial version available June 25th. Transfer your save data to the full game. So that's like a demo where you can play so much of it, I guess. Okay, interesting. Oh, you get the maiden outfit. I really want that. Those amiibos are going to be sold out or probably scalped, most likely. I'm not wearing it today. I do have it though. I do have it with me.
Looks pretty epic, right?
It's
and
here.
how about that announcement? The canine
It's there.
companion Palamute from Monster Hunter
I'm not
Rise
wearing
will
it
be
today,
joining
that's all.
Monster Hunter Stories 2 as one of the new monsties in the first free title update coming soon after the game's release. You can get an early peek at the game with the Monster Hunter Stories 2 Wings of Ruin trial version starting on June 25th, which also carries your progress over to the full game release just a few weeks later on July 9th.
I'm going to be checking that out then.
That's not the only way to join the hunt. Millions of you made Monster Hunter Rise a huge success earlier this year, and we have even more content coming, including a new collaboration on the Rise. Let's find out more.
Let's go! This is for my
Yeah, get new monsters confirmed. Coming June, July. Okay. Capcom Collab 1. Right, so obviously Rise and Stories are going to be collaborating.
This is no runt. Moon's blessing emerge. Get ready.
Ha, cute.
I have a good feeling. What will
That'll
it
be a skin then, probably.
blessing emerge?
Okay. Layered armor. Cool, cool. Monster Rise version 3.1. Armor-Tron. New Rampage. Okay. Really? Play possum? That's hilarious. Is that gonna actually work? Oh my god.
is like my second home.
You think you can take on Rondine?
I love the dance. I really want new monster though. I want to see what monsters are going to be adding. This is just lots of events and things and free content and stuff. Okay, that's cool.
There has never been a better time to be a Monster Hunter fan, with all the new updates to Monster Hunter Rise and the launch of Monster Hunter Stories 2 this summer. We can't wait to hear about your own stories of adventure. Well, that's not the only thing Capcom has in store for us this July. Fans of Phoenix Wright will have new chapters to explore with the release of the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles.
I haven't played any of the Ace Attorney
North American
games.
and European future attorneys will finally be able to get
I know
their
Dante
hands
likes
on
them,
the
I
Great
think.
Ace Attorney Adventures and the Great Ace Attorney 2 Resolve, which were previously only available in Japan. You'll travel back in time to the late 19th
Doesn't she
century
sound so
Japan
excited?
and London to play as Ryunosuke Naruhodo, Phoenix Wright's ancestor, in this action-packed prequel.
Ooh, okay.
Now,
We
let's
can
hear
sort you
more
out
about
with
the
that,
story.
Em Lavera. Maybe on next stream we'll suggest a couple of good anime for you to check out and start with. There's some good anime, but there's a lot of anime, so it's knowing which ones are worth checking out and which ones you should just miss.
Great Britain's mighty capital, London.
Ah,
This country is incredible.
I love it.
I will become a lawyer. I have to.
So then, let us unravel this mystery and discover what events led to this curious murder. Who are you? Herlock Sholmes. You must have heard of me.
Herlock
Solve this case,
Sholmes.
Naruhodo-san.
Wow.
Let us engage in the art of deduction, Mr. Naruhodo. Well, what have we here?
The great deduction. The game is afoot. I love it. It's cute.
It would seem the truth is now tantalizingly close.
The defense demands its right to a cross-examination. Objection! Your testimony completely contradicts the facts.
Objection! My lord, with all due respect, this is an outrage!
Tip the scales.
You're the best lawyer in the world.
So we have 10 new cases and 8 mini escapades where you can take on the role of a defense attorney. Now, we all want to see some gameplay, right? Let's take a closer first look at 2 gameplay features new to the franchise in the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles: Dance of Deduction and Summation Examination.
Hello, I'm Jonathan, Capcom's marketing brand manager for the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles.
So this is the capital of Great Britain.
Have you seen any of the Studio Ghibli movies, Livera? Have you seen any of them? One of my favorites are Spirited Away and
Summation Examination.
Princess Mononoke. I love as well.
While investigating to prove your client's innocence, players will come across conspicuous situations that require further examination with the help of Ryunosuke's
Oh yeah,
legal aid
Totoro's good.
Suzate
Castle in the Sky is
and the
good too.
brilliance of deduction from
Depends what
Detective
you're
Herlock.
into. There's so many different types of anime. The new Castlevania is really good too. That's on Netflix.
Herlock will proceed to present his logic and reasoning.
We've been watching a lot of Fairy Tail recently and really
grandiose,
enjoying
yet
that.
flawed series of
Obviously, there's the classics like Naruto. That's very popular. Howl's Moving Castle, that's a great one. A copious beard. Death Note's very good. Recommend that too. Full Metal Alchemist, I think that's really good too. Oh, Brotherhood though. Brotherhood's better than the first one. I haven't watched JoJo, Alex, actually. I don't know if that's any good. I haven't watched JoJo. Trigon, that's a classic, is that?
To correct the flaws in Herlock's deductions.
Slayers. Well, I love Slayers. Slayers next, Slayers try.
At this point, players will be prompted to search for clues that help identify the errors in the detective's logic.
These are all great
and reveal
suggestions,
the truth
guys.
To the mystery.
You're gonna cut his beard? Is he
As
hiding
players
evidence
present
in his
new
beard?
evidence and observations, Herlock will amend his deductions based on the new information. Upon uncovering the truth, Ryunosuke and Herlock enter into a semi-metaphorical, semi-literal dance that brings them to the conclusion of the dance of deduction.
I kind of wish these segments were actually voice acted rather than just the text. What? What? How would anybody think that? That's funny. Because of the blonde hair. Sure. I totally would have gone there. Elementary, my dear Watson. Okay.
In courtroom battles, players will attempt to convince 6 jurors of the innocence of their client. Their progress will be displayed and represented by 2 scales of justice, one black, representing a guilty verdict, and one white, representing a not guilty verdict.
Objection!
In summation examination, take the stand to face off against the jurors.
It looks like he'd be a vampire.
All of whom provide explanations as to why they've reached their guilty verdict.
You'll have to identify conflicting statements and sway the jury in your favor. Examine each statement carefully and select 2 contradicting jurors to call out the flaws in their logic.
Objection!
I do like murder mysteries, so I might enjoy this kind of thing. Oh god, silent voice, yeah.
Be ready to provide evidence from the court record to help prove the contradiction in their claims. When you successfully point out one of these contradictions among the jurors, you might just change their minds, too. With a slam of their fist, each juror you persuade will send a fiery ball towards the scales above and literally tip the scales of justice in your favor. Bring each contradiction to light and persuade the jury to help prove your client's innocence.
Objection! My lord, with all due respect, this is an outrage!
This has just been a small taste of the exciting new gameplay features in the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. We are very excited to get this game in the hands of both new fans and diehard fans alike. Thanks.
That made me cry, a silent voice. It made me properly
It already
cry.
seems like I have a bunch of games to catch up on. There are some exciting new adventures and titles to look forward to. Well, that's a look at the new premieres from Capcom, but what about esports? Let's close out today's showcase with a few words from 2 of the stars of Capcom Fighters,
Street
Rob
Fighter.
TV and Vicious.
I want to see
They'll tell us
Splatoon.
what's
Oh, that's
been
going to be
going on with
Nintendo, isn't it?
Capcom Esports, including updates on
Capcom
the Capcom Pro Tour,
Esports.
Intel World Open, Street Fighter League, and all the other content on Capcom Fighters. Over to you guys.
Okay.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the Capcom Esports presentation for E3 2021.
Not really what I
My
would
name is
have gone
Vicious,
down on
commentator
this
for the
announcement.
Capcom Pro Tour as well as Street Fighter League, here with competitive Street Fighter V player and host extraordinaire, Hollywood, Rob TV. What's going on, Rob?
Oh my goodness, Vicious. Host extraordinaire. That just sounds beautiful. It has a
Oh, for the Nintendo Direct, Alex. You looking forward to the Nintendo Direct?
Street Fighter V, Capcom.
I know. I have no interest in esports, like, whatsoever, guys. Absolutely no interest at all in esports.
And there might be some people at home
I think the
that
only
just
esports,
don't
like,
fully know
not even
what
esports, the only
competitive
things
Street
I've
Fighter
enjoyed
5
watching were
The
like
long and the short of it
the
is this.
Splatoon
We travel
tournaments at
all around the
E3 and
world,
stuff,
state to
and
state,
Smash
country to
Bros
country,
tournaments, because
and
those
we
are
try to
always
bring our
really, really
opponents
well
back down
done
from
and fun
100
to watch,
all the
especially
way down to 0
Splatoon.
and feel
But
pretty
I've
goddamn
never really
good
been
doing it.
into
That's right, Rob.
into
If you
the
think you're the best
esports
in
scene
your
at all.
region, sign up for Capcom Pro Tour to prove it and become possibly a world champion.
Well, who do you think the new character is going to be, Alex? Do we already know? Has it been announced?
So in this year's CPT overall, it's a series of tournaments that have $5,000
So many
on the
Japanese
line
people
for each
there
tournament.
in that tournament.
Money alone, that's not the big.
Oh, the
that's not
Japanese,
what's really
like
at stake
when I
here.
went to some of
It's
the
about making
arcade
it to the
machines in
grand
Japan,
valley of
some of the
it all.
skill level of these people on Street Fighter, they're just juggling. It's insane how good they are.
So behind me, you can see in all of its glory the Capcom Pro Tour
Cool, that's
2021
exciting.
official stage and set, and that's a place that you are very, very familiar with.
That's right. We take all of our events and broadcast
And Monster
live
Hunter
from this
Esports?
stage,
How would that
and we
work,
check out
Edge?
all of the top competitors from each and every one of these regions. And speaking of,
Yeah.
the Capcom Pro Tour has shaped up a lot.
Uh-huh,
2021,
yeah.
we have 32 events
Dave,
going on in the
you
Capcom
weren't
Pro
happy
Tour,
then with
spanning
a lot of the
across
announcements.
19 different territories. So there's so many opportunities for players from around the world to get that ticket into Capcom Cup this season. I'm absolutely excited because, again, that is a big change from what 2020 was into what we could expect for 2021.
And Mago is your first qualifier for Japan for the Capcom Pro Tour.
Not only can you catch the Capcom Pro Tour live on the Capcom Fighters channel, you can do so on a plethora of platforms. We have it on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. Of course, if you don't catch it live, you can also check out the VODs for all the competitive studying you would need to become a successful Street Fighter V player, as well as catching some of the community
Like the people that do it as like as esports, like they have no life. Like they spend all their time training on it. It's insane the amount of hours that they put in.
Not only that, actually, we do have
Oh, Dead or Alive, yeah, that takes me back.
Non-stop action, 6 teams of 3 duke it out in this battle tournament series to see who will walk away with the championship and the $150,000 prize pool.
Street Fighter League is something that you don't want to miss because normally we only have 1v1 content. But now you actually have your teammates at your back, and every decision that you make is not just about you anymore.
Look for more news on Street Fighter League later this year.
It's Oki time. What's gonna happen?
Nice.
He checks it. He checks the movement. What's happening?
It's so good.
Let's not forget, the Intel World Opening is happening right now. Top players representing 11 regions around the world are competing for their place in the World Finals happening next month. Be sure to check out the official website for more information, including current standings and broadcast schedule.
To commemorate this event, everyone who logged in during this period will receive an exclusive competitor title and dojo object. You do not want to miss this.
Yeah, totally. There's a lot of money in esports. A lot of money. Crazy amounts of money in some of them.
On the Capcom Fighters channel.
And again, we've had so many events so far. We started off with the Japan region. We've had a couple of more events going on afterwards, but the action does not stop. In fact, we're going to be continuing off with the Midwest region for the Capcom Pro Tour. I know you're definitely excited about that.
100%. I mean, of course, your
You see,
boy
Dante is a
from
lot
Ohio.
better than I am at Smash. So I could play it, but I would die a lot. I'm not as skilled as he is. But I'm sure he would be game for playing with the community. I'm sure he would be. I love the new Guardians game, Livera. Oh my god, you should, if you haven't seen it, you should. I will be uploading my reaction to the trailer and the gameplay, but first I was a little apprehensive because of Marvel Avengers, but as I heard more and saw more, I'm excited, especially because it's a single player, it's no multiplayer, so hopefully it will be good.
This is Capcom Pro Tour.
Thanks, guys. It's been a really exciting
It
season
really
so
is.
far,
It
and I
really
can't wait
is.
to see how this
Baconless
plays
God.
out
I
on
kind
the
of
road to
agree.
Capcom
I'm a little.
Cup.
There's
Remember to
nothing
check out
really
Capcom
new that we weren't
Fighters' Twitch
expecting.
and
They already
YouTube
said
channels
before
for
the
more
stream,
information
definitely
and
they'll
to
be
watch
doing
the
Monster
latest
Hunter Rise, Monster Hunter
That's a wrap
Stories
for
2.
Capcom at E3 this year.
Oh, that's
Let's recap
disappointing.
what we
And
all
also
saw.
Resident Evil.
Resident Evil Village is back with the latest installment of the survival horror experience.
But that
and
came out
RE
before
Verse as part of the
E3.
franchise's 25th anniversary. We have new adventures to embark
Which
on
we
in
already
the world
knew
of
about.
Monster Hunter, with Monster Hunter Stories 2, Wings of Ruin, and Monster Hunter Rise. And don't forget to go back in time with the great Ace Attorney Chronicles to tap into the family
Kinda
history of
disappointing,
Phoenix
guys,
Wright
right?
and solve new cases. Finally, don't miss out on the esports fun. Make sure you catch the latest matches with Capcom Fighters. There really is something for everyone here today. But don't go anywhere yet. Join the conversation on Twitter and make sure you check out the Capcom virtual booth on the E3 portal to watch all these videos again and more. I'm Rachel Querico, aka Seltzer. Thank you for being part of the Capcom experience at E3 this year.
So I guess Capcom really didn't have anything new to show, guys, then. That's a little bit disappointing. We already knew about Ace Attorney. We already knew about the Monster Hunter Stories 2. We obviously know, I mean, Resident Evil 8 has been one of the most streamed games on Twitch and YouTube in like the last month. And we already knew about a lot of that there, so that's disappointing. I'm a little disappointed with that. I think actually it was only 30 minutes, so I wasn't expecting amazing things, I will be honest, because it was only a 30-minute stream. But I was expecting something a little bit more than that. Well, hi, Greg. Sorry that you've joined. Only just joined. But actually, it's over. It's already over as the stream. There's only a 30-minute stream tonight, Greg. So very, very, very short. Yeah. There's going to be a lot of complaints on Twitter for sure. I'm with you, Em Livera. I'm really, really missing Sony at E3. I'm really disappointed that they didn't put something together. It would have been so cool for them to put something together because it's all digital. It's a completely digital event. So it's not like they're having to pay fees or anything to book space or whatever. So, yeah, if you saw that summary, Greg, that covered everything, lol, yeah. Yeah, I know, we knew DLC was going to be coming, but they didn't give us any hint as to when or the window on that, or if that's going to be story-based DLC. Is it going to be DLC connected to the multiplayer? Is it going to be DLC connected to the main campaign? Where's it going to fit in the main story? I'm disappointed. That was like, yeah, I'm a little disappointed. I would have liked a bit more, something new. Just one thing new would have been cool. So yeah.
He like lit up as soon as that lovely little lady came up on the screen.
Thanks, Greg. Well, to be fair, tune back in tomorrow at 5 p.m. UK time because we're going to be live streaming Nintendo Direct, and I think that's going to be a lot better than Capcom was tonight. It's a 40-minute live stream, but there's a lot of big titles that we're waiting on. The new Breath of the Wild 2, so hyped for that. There's a lot of good games that we're obviously looking forward to. Obviously, Metroid Prime 4, seeing whether that's going to be coming. Maybe we'll get to see a little bit more on Mario and Rabbids, the new Mario and Rabbids game, which I'm also really looking forward to. So hopefully, you know, Nintendo's will be better tomorrow night. Yeah, I think a lot of people are still having issues getting PlayStation 5. I mean, I got quite lucky in that I managed to get one when it first came out. I managed to just sneak a pre-order in there to get it on day one from the beginning. But right now, it's so hard to get one. And Sony have confirmed it's going to be difficult, I think, for next year, I think, at least. But yeah, I'm disappointed. I was expecting a little bit more from Capcom. That obviously they put the esports thing in there because they were really struggling to find something to fill the time, maybe. So obviously they've just snuck the esports in there, which is a bit disappointing.
They have a ton of stuff dropping through June and July.
A ton of stuff. That's not a ton of stuff. I don't know what she's talking about. But anyway, thank you to everyone who jumped in tonight. Xbox did theirs as a joint Xbox Bethesda one on was it Saturday that they did that? Oh no, it was Sunday that Xbox did theirs. But yeah, you know, it was good. There were some good games in there. Definitely stay tuned for the channel, guys, because obviously I'll be back tomorrow doing a stream of Nintendo Direct. Then after it, I'm going to be recording sort of my thoughts, impressions and things on the Nintendo Direct, but also on the other conferences and on some of the announcements as well. So if you guys are interested to hear my thoughts and impressions, as well as Dante's thoughts, Edge's thoughts, Fish's thoughts, then definitely, you know, look out for that. That will be up on the channel probably in the next couple of days for you guys. But yeah, thank you to everyone who joined tonight. Hope you guys have a great evening, of course. Take care, and obviously, hopefully, I will see you all tomorrow at 5 p.m. I'm going to be on at 4:45 p.m. tomorrow night, 15 minutes before the Direct starts, to put some predictions out there, have a chat about what we're hoping for, what we're looking forward to. So hopefully, yeah, I might see you guys tomorrow night. I am absolutely going to be playing Plague Tale when it arrives, Lavira. That is, without a shadow of a doubt, I will be playing that. I will be live streaming it. I actually did a full live stream of the first game, which is on the channel, so definitely look out for it. I'll try and put that into I played like the first, I don't think I did the whole thing, but I did like the first 3 or 4 hours of it. I wished I'd done the whole thing because I really enjoyed it. It was such a good game. So I think I will definitely do a full stream of the new one when it does come out. But yeah, good night all. Hope you guys have a great night. Of course, take care. And as always, happy gaming. Bye-bye, everybody. See you tomorrow, hopefully. Bye, guys. Good night.
The world's first Thunderbolt 3 external GPU. In 2018, we launched the world's smallest 50...